faces on here, and I appreciate the D and them still coming on. Hopefully I can get everybody on. Like I said, I'm just trying to just reach out, do more, have more, see more. But more than anything, like I said, just having more people on here, like I said. But I definitely want to have Nadia and Nate to continue to be on here, like I said. But as far as just having more people on here, because if I'm not mistaken, I can have like more than 4 people on here if I'm not mistaken. I'm still in the learning process of certain things too. Definitely. But we're about to get started. So last week of October, I'm still gonna be doing horror movie reviews. I'm still gonna have horror conversations and whatnot, because I'm a fan of horror anyway. So just because October about to be over with, don't mean I'm gonna stop doing my horror. But I'm not just gonna be so heavy on it, because this whole month I pretty much like my best movie fights, horror. Movie reviews been mostly horror, unless it's something like new. But other than that, I've been doing like mostly horror. Even with my page, my intro to my YouTube page is horror. But like I said, I'm a fan of horror. This is my favorite month as far as movies and whatnot. So yeah. But you definitely tuned in. Shout out to anybody that is tuned in. We on Twitch and we on YouTube live. This is the new episode of Uncut, Ishhh, episode 20, The Strangers. Got on my Jason. You know I gotta have on my Friday the 13th. My wife got on that Freddy versus Jason. You already know. See your shirt. Let me see your shirt. Said this episode 20, The Strangers, man. I think my shirt got that wide neck. Somebody, you know, your shirt get a wide neck like somebody been pulling on your shirt or something. I don't like it. I don't. Like I said, at the beginning when I started doing this was about like that week. Everybody, the end of the week, you don't had your work week, dealing with your kids, homework and all that. And this is Halloween weekend, so you know you're getting your kids straight as far as taking them out to get candy and all that and stuff. So besides all that, like I said, I wanted to start doing, like I said, this every Friday, let loose, talk about a couple things. Like I said, we get into life. If anybody that's going to be new checking me out tonight, like I said, I'm just want to give a little example of some of the things we get into. We get into hip-hop music. I wanted to try to get off movies a little bit because I was doing something else with movies, which was like, I was calling it I Ain't Seen This. But I decided to go ahead and bring movies back onto Uncut Ishhh because I stopped doing I Ain't Seen This. One of the reasons when I go live, my stuff start lagging a little bit or something when I'm pulling up multiple pages. So I just wanted to switch it back over to this. What's going on, Nadia? Appreciate you coming through again. Of course, the original's supposed to come through as far as Nate. My other 2 people I had coming through, somebody else is babysitting. You know, it's Halloween weekend. The other person working right now, so they don't get off the 8 in the a.m. But shout out to both of them. If they are able to come through next weekend, I hope they is. So yeah, shout out to both of them. I know Nate getting off work, so he probably gonna come through probably 30 minutes, 10 minutes later. I don't know. But once again, I appreciate you coming through. Like I said, I got something I want to talk to you about too. It's something kind of like I've been having some ideas, man. Some ideas. I don't know how you would be tuned into it, but just something about like having like your own little thing going on as far as your own little show or something. And I'm saying it because like just starting it on my page, and I would like join you, but if you liked it and you started doing something with it, might start your own page, and you know what I'm saying? It's just like I said, I want to make sure I'm doing something with everybody because you come through doing this with me. So if I can motivate, do something in any type of way, and if you like doing this, I'm like, hey,
Yeah, I do. I wish I had more time to like do shit for myself, but I don't. So
it wouldn't be like an everyday thing, like something like at the weekday.
Yeah, I feel you.
Cause I done it with more than one person. I'm asking my homeboy, do he want to do something like that? Just people I see like not you in particular, because I know you got a lot going on as far as your kids and whatnot. But other
Yeah,
people, I'm
man.
trying to see, like, you want to do something, and I'm talking about doing something on your own and then building your own page if you want to do that, because that's just me. I'm like, want to, as far as
Okay.
expand somebody, if they want to do something, not for me, but for you.
See?
You want
But yeah,
yeah.
we'll talk.
Oh,
I got a question for
what's
you.
up?
What's the worst scary movie you ever seen? Like, what's the worst horror movie?
Worst horror
Like the
movie I've
worst. Like you,
seen. What you mean? I need some details first.
like okay, what's a horror movie that you saw and after you watched it, you was like, I never want to see this movie ever again in my life. It was that terrible. Like you
And
was
it's
just
horror,
hella
right?
disappointed. Yeah, like it's labeled as horror. Cause it's a lot. It's some shit that's labeled as
See,
horror.
I
And you
gotta
just
make
be
sure I'm
like,
getting this right. You talking about a movie that just messed up my head, or a movie that's just
no,
bad? Like, man, that shit is horrible. I don't want to see this ever in my life again.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
that the
okay,
second
okay.
one.
Uh, damn, I got a couple.
Okay.
The fact that they don't come to my head, I can't think of the name. I would say the
Yeah.
Human Centipede.
I know what you're talking about.
I'll say the other one.
You
Not,
mean like cause it's gross or like it's just a terrible movie?
I honestly feel like it's a terrible movie.
Okay.
It just don't have no
I never
point.
seen it.
I just feel like it's a terrible movie. It's more of that torture porn type of stuff, and I feel like they went to the extreme with that. It just wasn't no point.
Yeah,
I
I
think I got
feel.
worse ones. Somebody will probably look at me and be like, "So you ain't never seen the sequels to Friday the 13th?" I'm like, "Yeah, I love those though. Those are good movies. I know what they doing."
Yo, it's some good trash out there. Like it's some shit like you be like, this was garbage, but I enjoyed the garbage. You
Yeah.
know? Well, okay, so I got two in particular. So it was this movie called Bug, and it was about these people that thought they had bugs inside of them. Basically, to me, it seemed like it was two paranoid junkies on a high all weekend, and that committed
Who in
suicide at
Ashley
the end.
Judd in this?
Spoiler alert! I hold on. I gotta look it up.
I know it's no. I don't know. I know it's a woman though. I don't seen like
Bruh.
previews. I ain't
Yeah,
never watched it though. I know it. I think I know what you're talking about.
terrible, terrible movie. I was like, what was the point? Like, I don't know. I don't know if it was because I was young or yeah. Ashley Judd, you were
Though.
exactly
Okay.
right.
I've
Yeah,
seen previews of
and
that. I
then
never watched it though.
you didn't miss shit. I was just like, is this like a metaphor for like drug usage, or is it like? Because literally, that's what it seemed like. These two people hooked up, got high all weekend. That's what it seemed like. But they was like really believing that like it was bugs in their body,
Okay.
and they was like, I gotta do this. I'm like, bruh, nah, y'all just tripping. What are y'all high on? That's what I
So
felt like.
no,
The
what
whole
you saying
movie.
to me is the trailer is basically like on some faking you out type shit, cause it ain't got nothing to do with no bug.
No, no, they really not doing drugs. They really just paranoid and think that they're bugs living. I don't
That's
even
what I'm saying.
understand
So
the movie.
it ain't got nothing to do with no bugs.
No, they think it's a bug, but you never see bugs inside of them.
So
So it just seems like they're just two paranoid people thinking this. There's no point of the movie. I was so
yeah, you're
disappointed.
right.
And then the second movie is The Midnight Meat Train. First of all, I should have never watched it based on the title, but I was curious and the trailer looked good. Bruh.
Why you don't like that one?
Horrible.
Cause I don't seen that one, and I kind of like that. Ain't as bad as some other ones out here.
The Midnight Meat Train.
Yeah, that's what.
I guess because all of the
Damn.
super killing parts, it was just horrible CGI.
Okay,
And I was just like, it wasn't even
no
like horrible 90s CGI. It was like good 2000 CGI, but I can clearly tell that this is CGI. Like it wasn't even no practical effects. So it was just all CGI. And it was like, what am I watching? Just green screen?
Okay,
Like in Saw, how it looks real and you cringing and grabbing your parts of your body. No, this shit all looked like CGI,
but
and it
I
was
don't
just
think that
like,
came out theatrical though. They didn't come to the movies. I don't think. I think that came
no, it
straight out.
didn't. But still,
See,
like, damn,
the
you could
budget.
have been a.
They ain't had a
The
budget.
storyline was not terrible. It was just the CGI that killed it, and I was just like, you couldn't have done nothing else. Nothing.
Let me think.
Nothing.
You got to think about the big budget horror movies though, that don't even use the money to the extent of the story. So you talking about them? They did what they did. What they had with what they had.
True.
Because that was a messed up ending. It wasn't the most
See, the
terrifying ending, but
ending
it
is
was
what-
messed up. It was like, dang, I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see that coming either. I was just like, oh nah, they just really doing some weird shit with this meat.
But I was okay with that.
Yeah, I was okay with that. But the twist at the end, I was like, okay, that's what the CGI killed it. And then that was just like, okay, but the twist was good, but at the same time, it was like you didn't resolve anything. Like nothing was resolved. So this is the ending, and this is it. I don't know.
That was one of those cliche movies too, where mind your business. Why you going to look for something? And that was no point in doing that. You had a bunch of stuff you could put. That was no point in doing that. That was
exactly. Stupid. That was stupid, and it was your fault that you ended up where you ended up. Period.
Oh yeah. But you took your girlfriend with you. And she accountability. She got a whole accountability because she wanted to start investigating too. So if I was taking pictures and I said, yo, babe, come on, man, I need you to help me with this. I need you to go help me take pictures of this creepy dude. You with it?
Man, no.
We about to find you another hobby.
Right,
Because that ain't it.
Okay.
It ain't it.
The new wrong turn.
The new wrong turn. Oh, okay. What is your worst horror movie?
The new wrong turn. It's horrible.
Make sure he can hear you. Can you hear her?
I love terrible.
Nah, we're not doing that.
I like a few,
Yeah.
but the new wrong turn,
Not the
it don't
first
even
one.
have nothing to do with the rest of the wrong turn. You
Oh,
know,
yeah. Like wrong turn 4.
I need to hear them making all that noise and stuff.
Did you see the wrong turn, the new one? Oh. Okay.
Don't watch it.
I thought y'all was talking about the terrible sequels.
I mean, the sequels to me are what Friday the 13th sequels are to that. They what they supposed to be. You're not going in there to see. No, we want to see how they gonna get messed up, the way they gonna get messed up. Now I'm gonna give you this. Now, see the thing about those sequels, they didn't come to theaters. Budget. Part 2 was probably the best looking one out of the sequels. The rest of them was sci-fi money. It looked straight up sci-fi. And have you ever watched the early sci-fi movies that used to come out? It was like, I think it was like Anaconda versus Piranha, some shit like that. That was the CGI. You talking about CGI? That blood man.
The most terrible CGI.
Even
my
the
God.
practical effects though, the body.
It ruins the movie. It ruins the movie because it's be like they be like, oh, you see parts of the snake, but then when you finally see the whole snake, it's like what was that? Scorpion King, the mummy. Ooh,
I have to talk about something. You watch Anaconda, right? And I don't mean to just get off subject, but you watched the first Anaconda with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
When they was trying to catch the snake, did the snake jump his tail after water, hit them at the bottom of their feet, knock them down, and slide his tail back in the water while he was trying to get captured? We recently, I'm looking at like, oh wait a minute, I might have to do something. We might have to talk about it. I just had to point that out. Well, anyway,
God.
what was we talking? That got me off guard. The wrong turn. The recent wrong turn. Like she said, the bad part about it, as far as the hillbillies, spoiler alert, ain't no hillbillies in it. As far as the mutated hillbillies, yeah, they ain't in it.
So why is it even called Wrong Turn?
You remember what I said when you were saying about the bugs? It's like I said, is any bugs in this? No.
They have bugs, but they're at some point there's no bugs inside of them. They just show like a vision of a bug, and it's like,
well, no,
what am I watching?
I can't make that comparison because Wrong Turn already established as having hillbillies in it. A mutated hillbilly, so it's like when you take them out, you like, what's going on? But I guess it's trying to be more of a serious horror focused movie. I didn't give it the time of the day because I'm like, where are my hillbillies? Where's my mutated hill? I ain't looking for these. Y'all can take this serious somewhere else. You could have called this something else.
Exactly. How you gonna come up with a new concept but then use the old name?
What was I about to say? As far as the sequels you was talking about though, man, I love them sequels. I do. Even with the fake CGI and all that, I love them because it's the characters. If anything, it's the you seen the one where they in the prison? They break out the jail. If you ain't watched it, I'm telling you, that'll be a good review for us to do, a scary review. I'm telling you, that'll be a good one. I think it's Wrong Turn 5.
I thought it was another movie. I can't even think of the name now.
But shout out to anybody that's tuned in. Another episode of Uncut Talk, episode 20, The Strangers. This is the last week of October, like I said, Halloween, but I'm not going to be getting off my horror. I'm still going to be getting on a lot of horror. It's a movie coming out called Antlers. I'm going to be checking out. I'm going to be doing a review on that. I just did a review on Paranormal Activity Next to Kin. I'm going to be putting that out probably tomorrow. What about the Paranormal Activity movies? You plan on checking that one out?
It ain't my type of movie.
It's not connected to none of the other ones. I would say if you want to, you should check it out. It's got a decent ending. It do got a decent ending. But it is cliche as hell as far as horror tropes. That's it. Other than that,
do you think anything new could be done though? I mean, I ain't saying like it's nothing else to do. There's something else to do. Somebody can think of something, but like, what do you think?
That's the thing. They kind of did something with this one.
Okay.
But they do so much stupid stuff. It's all out the window. Besides the ending, but they do so much stupid stuff. They mess up the ending because leading up to the ending, it's like, but I don't care about these. I don't care. But I'm scared. I'm scared.
Oh my goodness. I feel.
As far as topics, man, I had a couple ones I added on. So I think I'm gonna jump into one of the ones I added on first. And one of the ones I want to jump into first, as far as Facebook changing to Meta. What are we doing?
First I heard he did that because he wants to distance Facebook from its controversies. So that's like a strategic move. Whatever else he planned on doing with this, like that Second Life type of stuff, like kind of like a Sims type of world. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they already did that with Second Life, but I don't know how engulfed in the virtual reality type of stuff it can be. I mean, but we've always seen movies start to move that way too. Plus, people were talking about that whole rating thing that they gonna start doing, like they did on Black Mirror, like that social rating.
I still ain't watched Black Mirror, so.
Oh, bro.
I'm watching a lot of other stuff. I got a lot of stuff to watch.
I know. Oh, speaking of watching stuff, did you watch that Netflix movie Perfection? Their Perfection with Logan Browning and the chick from Get Out?
Nah, I ain't checked it out yet.
You should. I feel like it's pretty good. I mean, you may not like where it goes, but it goes. It's a roller coaster because you just. First of all, when I first started watching, I'm gonna tell you this. I kept looking at the main character because the main character is Logan Browning. I think her last name is Browning. The chick from Dear White People.
Okay.
And then it's the white girl from Get Out. And when you the main character is the white girl from Get Out, and you just be like, when I first started watching it, I was like, I can't like her. Like, how
Send me
you
the
you
name
trying
of
to
it too, so I can make sure I remember, so I can check it out.
You're supposed to like her. Like,
Okay,
but yeah.
remember, like I said, send me the name of that because I want to check it out.
Alright.
One
So,
thing
yeah.
I'm gonna start doing, as far as the process of this, and I don't mean to get off topic, when we talking about stuff or talking about certain things, I'm gonna try to stay on the things we talking about because I'm gonna start cutting clips and loading them on Facebook. Because certain people might not want to watch the full episode. It is what it is. But certain things we talking about, they might want to say, "Oh, let me check out. Oh yeah, I wanted to hear about this. Let me see this on this." So I'm gonna start cutting clips and throwing them on Facebook. So when we start talking about stuff, we throw it off a subject and start talking about it. I'm like, man, hold on, y'all was talking about this and what y'all do? So I'll say, all right, let me fix that and start doing that.
Man, that's the way my mind be working because I'll be like, let me say this before I forget.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's how I see how other people be doing it when they do their live streams and they cut certain parts to put them on what's the name when certain people want to hear about a certain subject. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start doing that too with certain things we talk about. But as far as the whole Facebook meta and is it supposed to be VR? Have you heard about it?
That's the way they looked at it. I didn't read any articles. I just kind of scrolled through the feed. I don't remember who put it up. Who's ever stuff I saw.
It sounds like it's a funny thing I seen, and it was like Skynet. You know what Skynet is? Terminator. I'm like,
bruh, I ain't gonna. No, I'm not gonna talk about this man because we on his platform.
Oh yeah. Hey, I seen the social network.
I'm going to be quiet.
I seen the social network. That's all I'm saying.
But they not changing the name of actual Facebook. It's the company behind Facebook. So.
Okay.
But yeah. I mean, but as of right now, that's all it is. You know, we just have to wait and see.
Man, he did like some genius that's up to this plan. All I can hear is Dexter Laboratory in my head, and I'm like, all right, we gonna go with it.
Lene.
Because all I'm thinking about, we going from post to possibly being able to like digitally be able, well, I don't know, talk to each other in different type of ways. And it's like
all this stuff just seems very Black Mirror-ish to me, but like you gotta watch the show to know.
You keep mentioning that, now I gotta watch it. I'm gonna check it out.
You have to, like, it's very eerie and yeah.
How many seasons is it?
3, but like the last season is like they're short seasons. I can't remember how many is in each season, but like it's 3 seasons. The last season is only like 3 episodes though, and they were filmed in America, versus like all the other episodes were like filmed in the UK.
Okay, so you feel like
this I'm gonna go ahead and they got the British accent. You're gonna have to get used to hearing that.
I ain't got no problem with that. I watch Narcos. I read subtitles.
Okay. I mean, you it's just the accent. They speak in English, but you know.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like you.
Because you saying
I
that,
don't know,
so
my mind was.
You feel like this series has something to do with this whole Facebook meta thing going on. The Black Mirror.
It's an episode. It's like 2 episodes that have to do heavily with this. And the way I feel like social media is going, it's like a lot of tech. It's like a technology based horror, and it's not like scary, but it's like when you start to think about the things that happen and how much real life is being mirrored, pun intended. Like you just be like, man, I can't believe this is actually happening.
I'm just making sure you're real. But I'm just waiting on that point, like I said, for them to say red pill, blue pill. Oh, shit. So I was in the Matrix the whole time. I knew it.
That's what you feel like, man.
I'll tell you. But I guess besides Facebook and Meta, man, shout out to Mark Zuckerberg. Thank you for letting us use your product.
And not charging us for it, because you know that's what they want to start doing, is charging for social media.
Yeah, I mean they doing that with the whole.
I'm off. Like at that point, bruh.
Y'all don't even know.
monthly subscriptions. Like, how many monthly subscriptions do you got right now? Like, name the shit that you got. The shit is crazy.
You talking about the streaming services? All of them.
Yeah.
Like trying to. What movie you plan on watching? What? Like,
Bruh, no. Like, we got Amazon Prime. We got YouTube. Like, I don't watch ads on YouTube because that's how much YouTube we watch. We watch YouTube when we watch. Then we got Sling.
you said you
Then we
don't
got
do what now?
Hulu. Then we got Netflix.
Hold
then
on,
we
hold
got
on.
Disney.
You said you don't watch what now?
Huh?
You say you don't watch ads
I don't
on
watch
YouTube?
like regular TV like that no more. Like,
You said
cable
you don't
TV.
watch ads on YouTube.
No, I don't. I don't watch ads at all because we have YouTube Premium. Bruh.
All right,
That shit.
we probably gonna cut short tonight. I got stuff I gotta do. I am on YouTube platform, so you know we get big, we gonna get ads coming through. So you ain't gonna watch the ads. I'm gonna have to. I'm just messing with you.
No, I'm just saying, like, I
got what you're saying.
But I pay a premium so I don't have to see ads.
Okay. Oh, okay,
Boom.
okay.
That's what I mean. So I don't watch ads. I don't.
Oh, I got you. Okay, my bad. But I do understand what you're saying as far as all the streaming platforms, is everything you got to pay for. Peacock, they just everything keep adding on. Apple, they got their own
Paramount
stuff.
Plus.
I forgot Apple had their own streaming service as
Apple
far as
TV,
movies. And
yeah,
stuff.
they had their own. Like, yeah,
I'm like,
and it's just like all these people splitting up all it, and then it's like if you want to watch something, they taking shit that used to be on Hulu, putting it on Paramount
Yep.
Plus because the licensing, agreement, and it's like, bruh.
like Netflix was the first company really to have, TV and stuff. You go back on there, you don't find Lost and most of them TV shows that used to be on there, because now most of them TV shows got their own streaming company now. Well,
Like,
whoever was
even,
licensing the TV show.
Yeah, like even with the stuff, like a lot of stuff that used to be on, like I don't want to say HBO, but like, yeah, a lot of stuff that used to be on HBO to HBO got their own thing, because the stuff that used to be on HBO used to be on Hulu, and then HBO was like, we got no stuff that we can make our own
HBO
platform.
is Warner, right?
I don't know.
Or I think it's a Warner Media Company. So that's Warner Brothers. That's all connected. HBO, DC. So that's a whole.
They all connected. They all.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
what I'm gonna get into, I guess the next thing I'm gonna get into. What you was gonna say? Go ahead. You can.
I got a topic.
If you got something, go ahead.
It's a current event. I got a question. So, have y'all heard about that girl in Florida, that 18-year-old girl that married her goddaddy?
I didn't. Y'all got the information. I didn't. What's up? Go ahead.
I heard about it. I heard. I seen it and all that.
That situation is like sad to me, and it's just like the way she was raised is the reason that she made the choice that she made, But like this man been knowing her since she was a child, and he called herself her godfather, but then you turn around and marry her when she turned 18.
Right, but he was.
And she had a baby, and then she had a baby at 16, but she said that the man she's married to is not the father, it's somebody else. And I'm like, is he? Like,
so when did the story come out?
About 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because they got married about 2-3 weeks ago.
And you said this happened where?
In Florida.
Damn. Oh man.
Like he 55, something like that.
On live, when she was going off on people, she kept saying he 46. Well, a mugshot said he 55. And he married an 18-year-old.
He 55. He had she ran away when she was 14, and him and her mama posted. He posted, was like, "Can y'all help me find my goddaughter?" Her mama said that she been living with him, but they got married after she turned 18. He got 3 other kids, and then they got a child together, and she had one before him supposedly.
So, this sounds
he literally raised her from a baby, an infant. This is my goddaughter, and he married her.
Okay.
I mean, that actor did the same thing though. Was it Woody Allen?
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
He adopted the Chinese child, and then when he married her,
Oh,
now that's his wife. So he literally raised his wife.
I'm doing a lot.
Yeah. and like the situation, like she's on live talking junk to people and just screaming at the phone, yelling in the camera, talking about how she love this man, this is her husband, he a provider, y'all just jealous, if he a predator, he my predator. I'm like,
what?
Yeah,
and it's like
he posted, boy, but they tore him apart when he posted in that outfit. Them comments had me hollering.
I'm trying to figure this out. Like,
that was the only
going
humor
on?
I found out of that situation, because the rest of it is a hot mess. But yeah, that outfit,
That
I
had
to
me
laugh.
hollering. And then they went and posted an outfit from like him in that outfit from years ago in the club and stuff.
Are these people
I
black
know
or white?
They black.
Boy, the internet. The internet
Well,
got
glad I
hands.
ain't
Stay fighting.
I swear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all. I don't. Maybe I was
That's
seeing it and
what's
kept
going on
scrolling.
out here.
I might have said, "Oh, no, yeah,
They was
man."
in white and purple. You kept scrolling.
I must have, man.
You was scrolling, trust
Wow.
me, because they was talking about them for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Having you two ladies right here, being hip hop fans, have y'all recently heard a new track from Young Miami?
Ah, man, I meant to listen to it.
I
I
listened to it
forgot
this morning before I went to work.
Okay. Let me see, man.
You said you was disappointed.
I listened to it this morning before I went to work, but I was. But Meg reacted to her doing the beginning of it when she was talking about I ain't Tory Lanez, but I put this on you like Meg the Stallion. She was reacting to that.
Roaches, noches. I'm with it. I mean, so she basically was doing some. Didn't Biggie do this a while ago?
Okay, yeah. So Biggie did it, and then Kim
Nicki
did
Minaj too.
Yeah. And then Nicki did it, and now she doing it.
Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, but yeah. Okay.
Well, having y'all two here, how y'all feel about it? And don't hear me with some bars and all this, man. She in her lane, she doing what she doing. What's up?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what you said, she in her lane and she doing what she doing. She know her market. She staying on brand for her. I mean,
how y'all feel about the name she threw in there? As far as
I like the whole baby on baby thing. That I thought that to me that's what made me perk up at first. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, Young Miami, see. No JT there, and I'm pretty sure JT shouted her out.
Yeah,
but she look like she trying to do her own thing and get her own name. So I'm like, let's see what's up.
I mean, I feel like JT was always more serious about the rapping part, of the group. As far as like, she really wanted to come with some bars. Not saying that Carisha didn't. It's just, she knew her lane. She stayed in.
Oh, she hit
up.
And
she held the group down though. I give her that. She held the group down. With her partner being locked up for that period of time, because she kept that momentum going. Because it could have been disastrous.
Government name for
her name. It was a whole discussion about.
Why y'all keep saying her government name?
Because she said we could call her
Carisha.
Yeah.
That's what we know her by.
Okay.
I don't know. That's what the blogs call her.
Saucy Santana made it okay for us to call her that.
Okay.
I ain't mean to call it out like that on my thing.
Well, shout out Quality Control P. Y'all doing your thing. I'm a fan of the song. A fan of the video too.
Hey, is that them swings?
Shout out everybody's 2D. Y'all let me know How y'all feeling about Young Miami? Is she spitting them bars? Y'all feel like she could do her thing solo? Let me know. Let us know. Okay, I guess I want.
I feel like she could do. She could have a career solo.
Well, she was doing her thing when JT was locked up, right?
Yeah.
Well, they was on the songs together, so yeah. I guess the next thing I'm gonna get into, I guess I'm gonna dive into a life question. It ain't really like no serious life question, but it's something that I was a little interested in asking because ain't no really cause for it. Just a question. The ex that talks down on you after a breakup.
Ooh, I got a story.
And if y'all didn't hear me clear, I hope I was clear. The ex that talks down on you after a breakup.
So, okay, my serious adult relationship when I was 18. I started dating this dude. We should not have dated. We should have just stayed friends. But we was infatuated with each other. When we broke up, he was so convinced. Well, he cheated on me, so I broke up with him. And he was so convinced that I cheated too. But it's also, what's your definition of cheating? Okay, I talked to somebody that he did not agree with me talking to, but I continued to talk to this person even though he didn't want me to talk to this person because we were talking about nothing. But I get it was because of who that person was, but we were absolutely talking about nothing. I did not hide it either. I left the messages there, so bruh, you can read what we're talking about, which is nothing, sir.
Okay.
But he could not accept that friendship, so he assumed I cheated because we worked different schedules. Like I worked morning, I worked first, he worked second. So he you got time to cheat? No, bruh. I literally went to work, got off work, came home, took a shower, cooked dinner, watched TV. That's all I did. But he swear I had so much fucking time to cheat because I used to maybe go to my sister's house. Who at your sister's house?
You said y'all were 18?
And her I was 18, he was 21. See, that was the problem.
Well, yeah, so, I mean, being older, can you understand where he was coming from?
I understand about the whole talking to the person that he didn't want me to talk to. But with the whole, are you cheating on me? And I'm legit telling you no. You have zero evidence that I cheated. I'm telling you I'm not cheating, but you don't trust me because of this one thing. I get that. But like, I'm telling you, I did not cheat at all. Period. But I guess that's your definition of cheating. But here you are going around slandering my name. Oh, she cheated on me. She cheated on me. But he using that as a sob story to get in the draws with the next girl. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, she broke my heart. She cheated on me. I spoke to someone that you didn't want me to speak to.
I mean, I look at it like y'all was young too, young. I'm looking at it like he looking at it like you 18 and you young. You probably out here. You ain't trying to chill right now. You might be trying to. And then as I guess looking at it from a male's
literally
perspective,
his wife without the ring.
Yeah, okay. Looking at it from a male's perspective, it's like, why you got so much time to talk to this dude? What the hell?
Because I'm sitting in the house because he did not want me to go anywhere because he was overprotective. This is the thing about it, because the relationship after about a year, it was on a heavy decline fast. And we kept trying, but we were not trying at the same time. So like he'll be trying, but I'm aggravated with him. So I'm not even like receiving his efforts, but then I started trying and then he ain't even paying me no attention. But he legit went out and cheated, like intimate relationships with other people, while mine was just casual conversation because you got me stuck in this house because that's where you want me, because you question when I go anywhere else besides work and home. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you literally have me trapped, and then you talking down to me. I didn't even realize I was in a verbally abusive relationship until I got out of the relationship, and I was like, I let this nigga talk to me crazy. Like,
So
who
after the
the
relationship
fuck
was
was I?
completely over, it was just down talking your name, basically, right?
Yeah, it was like, oh, she a cheater, she this. Like, legit, my sister tried to fight him. I literally, like, I was like, no, you not going to jail because he petty and he'll call the cops. Because I know you about to
Oh
whoop his
shit!
ass and I can't
Don't
let
call
you
the
do
cops.
it. Oh yeah, he was petty like that. He was a short dude.
Oh shit! Why you? Oh, short. Okay. I understand. Okay.
My bad. I got a short dude with no hands against my sister.
I'm leaving. Cause I'm thinking about this meme. You ever seen that meme? I ain't even do. I'm about to go. I ain't putting it on. What about you? What about you?
I don't have no crazy exes.
I ain't say crazy exes. The exes talks down on you
Well, I don't-
after a breakup. I ain't say nothing about
If
the.
they do, if anybody talk down on me after we break up,
And I'm not asking nobody who names it. I'm just saying, have you ever had the experience?
Let her talk, man. Let her
Cause
talk.
I
Let her
don't
talk.
know. I know this is Uncut Ishhh talk, but I mean, like I said, we talking. I would say in past tense. Definitely in past tense. So.
Definitely.
Okay. Maybe I should. Let's quit.
You
Nah, it's cause I guess I'm gonna just say this. I've never been the person to, I guess, talk down on somebody. Definitely not on social media, but I don't.
No.
You cannot name. You wouldn't never hear me talking down on somebody, even to somebody else or somebody like that. I don't have no reason to. But when somebody comes to me and be like, "Yo, check this out," I think this about you, or this was about you, because I know you just did your YouTube thing. You did this. I'm like, the hell. And I'm sitting there I'm literally confused because you got to think how many years stuff is. I'm like, oh, I'm like, what? Why this and the third? So I'm like, what's the understanding of having the time to even go back so far to say, I want to talk down to this person in 2021?
People ain't got no life. People really live in the past, and it's like, it's like, why are you still worried about that? Most people done forgot about stuff. That's just like
I did. That's what I'm saying. We're having the confusion of sitting there for a minute. Like,
I don't even bring stuff like that back up. If you forgot, you forgot. It don't matter.
And it's not like you being fun. It's the point of so much life has happened after that situation. Like, what are you? Nigga, there's so much going on. I do not remember. But then when it catches my mind, it's a confusing thing because it's like, who would even have the time to go back? No way in the world. Ain't no way. I'm not even thinking of, like, no. Not, especially in the tone to talk down. Why would I do that?
No, I don't. Home dude that verbally abused me or whatever, like, most people don't even know that part of the story. They just know we broke up. Most people don't, like, I mean, they know now if they know who I'm talking about, but I don't care. Like, that was so many years ago. That was like, that's over 10 years ago. Like, bruh, we don't even live in the same area. We don't talk to each other. I don't communicate. We not Facebook friends. Like, bruh.
Shout out to them because I want to send prayers up, positive energy, and I hope they're having a good life. I hope everything is going well. Right. And do you see me?
Oh, you say they looking? They still checking. I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Shout out to everybody though, man. Life is good. But I guess another thing.
No, I ain't never had no time for that ish. I don't talk shit down to like my exes and stuff. Like, I mean, they are who they are. They did what they did, whatever.
I mean, we definitely all human, and I know I'm gonna say, like, we done made mistakes, man. I done made
especially in our young years.
A lot of mistakes. But We move on. Life is life.
Life is life. I mean,
Okay. Thank
man,
y'all for
I'll
that.
move
I'm glad
on.
to have y'all here for that. Next thing I want to get into, since it's been Halloween and I ain't got into no scary stuff yet, what's that movie you always go to on Halloween?
I don't have one. I really don't.
And I want to apologize. I hope I ain't asked this question before. I kind of feel like I'll be. It's certain questions, in particular to certain ones like this that I feel like I might have asked, but I don't think I have. I don't think I have.
I don't have one, but I like to go look. I go look for something that I've never watched before because I like to be surprised. Like I don't have one where it's like, oh, this is my tradition. No, I'm like, let me watch something I ain't never watched before and see what it, how it feel, what the storyline is. If I'm scared,
Okay.
interested, I like to just do something new.
I have a hard time doing that. She has a hard time doing that because when you come across these horror movies you waste your time going through the plot, you watching it, and it's like, oh, so here we go. The same shit. Then them bootleg ones, especially. I ain't saying bootleg was the straight the DVD, TV.
Yeah.
But
Them
I'm not
sci-fi,
gonna. Yeah.
them sci-fi ones are still crap. All of them.
But a lot
I have not. I'm about to say,
go
name a movie that actually came out on the Sci-Fi Channel that was good, or FX, or whatever.
No. No.
They're not.
Recent shows like Netflix got shows like The House on Haunted Hill, well, The Hunting of Hill House, something like that. They kind of decent or whatnot, so I give them credit. But recent horror movies that's been coming out, no, I ain't seen nothing that caught my attention like that to make me say, man, I gotta go watch that again, or I gotta go check that again. Unless they doing like they doing with Halloween, where they bringing back the old ones and just redoing them again.
Yeah, nah, it ain't nothing that I was really interested in. It's just stuff that I'm like, well, let me watch this because it's Halloween. Well, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
most stuff isn't very interesting, or they always find a way to fumble the ball in the middle of the movie. You just be like, or just be the ending. You just be like, or nothing ever happens. It's like all this creepiness. Now we're just gonna kill the people.
I just feel like it's gotta be that one movie you gonna go to on Halloween. For me, it's Demon Knight. I'm always gonna go watch that one, no matter. And I watch that year round though, but on Halloween in particular, I'm gonna go watch that one.
I don't know. That's how I feel about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Where it's like I watch that whenever I feel like, yeah.
Oh.
The movie
I love the show too.
It's not
I
scary.
watch the show.
I'm about to say it's not scary. The movie's not scary. It's kind of
the movie not
bad, but
the movie not bad.
I don't know that movie. I like vampires, so like that ain't my favorite vampire movie. It's just my favorite.
Is it better than Blade?
Team. Hell no.
Oh.
Hell no. No, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is just like it has nostalgia to me. Like that's just something I always used to watch when I was younger because that's the only time I could see it was during Halloween time. But like,
ain't that the one with old boy of 90210 on there? The old 90210. Okay, I ain't watched 90210, but you commercials back then in them days when you watch shows, all that stuff came on.
Look, I was about to say something crazy. Let me stop.
I did watch Dawson's Creek though. But anyway, shout out to all my Dawson's Creek fans out there.
I'm about to start singing the song.
I watch TV. I don't care. I watch TV.
Oh, I used to watch TV too. I like you would laugh about the shit I used to watch. I don't know why I was so.
You name something and think I laugh because I know what I used to watch. I watched everything.
Secret Life of an American Teenager.
Hey,
like, what you mean?
What?
What you mean? What we talking about?
Did you finish that all the way through?
Amy,
Yes,
all of it.
What did you think of the ending? Like,
I mean, old girl that was on there smashing everybody. That's what got me into. I'm like, oh,
Adrian.
this is lit.
Don't do Adrian like that.
This is lit.
Don't do Adrian like that.
I'm like, this is lit.
oh god.
Hey, well, we ain't about to get into no American teenagers review. Cause I can talk. Yeah, we can talk. I can talk about them. Definitely.
Hey, they hit on some topics. Anyway, go ahead.
How y'all feeling about Jada and Will?
What in the world do she got going on?
Why?
She didn't do nothing.
Why
First
do
of all,
they-
that's all I'm gonna say because I watched the little clip. But go ahead.
The problem is that she keep talking.
Right. I don't understand.
That's the problem because she's
Why won't
letting
she
people
shut
in their
up? Leave it
when you
alone. Let your relationship
you-
be in private.
She has a show
Exactly.
called Red Table Talk. She sit down with, I'm pretty sure Will, and say, you know, I'm gonna do this show where I'm gonna be opening up about certain things where I'm gonna have my guests opening up too. That's what she.
you opened it up. She opened it up, and now look what she got to deal with.
But she ain't got to open all. She could have set boundaries. Like it's.
Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Limits to this, like, and she just needs to chill out.
Cause I just want to ask, do you really think a person like Will Smith, honestly, do you think he cares?
I mean, he just said something
No.
about a book he got coming out, so he really not concerned about it. But still, to the world, like,
And
will
where
you
this man
shut
at is his
up?
career, do you think he cares?
No, because if they been having an open relationship, then all that stuff that people been proving about these girls being in the same place with Will all the time and them being his girlfriends on the side, why he not in Suicide Squad too?
Harley Quinn. You think
Margot Robbie,
all this
yeah.
going on just because he's don't come out and say, well, I was doing this with this one. I was doing.
He's
Come on,
not
like,
gonna
that's
admit
what
to
I don't
his
understand.
bullshit.
Like, okay, so we really think. I'm just saying that, like, no.
He not gonna admit it because he
No.
knew he was fucking with, and them people kept quiet. They did what they did. They had their relationships, and they was like, once it was over, it was over. Her problem is she went and got somebody too damn young, and they got sprung, and now she dealing with the consequences because he told on her.
And let's be honest, this is Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. I'm not saying nothing about Jada as far as her status as being who she is, but Jada is not Will Smith. So you're not
Exactly.
going to talk about, come on now, as far as movie superstar status, Will Smith is Will Smith. And he did that long time ago, being who he is. But Jada was that 90s phenomenon and whatnot. But she not that no more. I mean, it is what it is. But you talking about Jada because she doing what she's doing now. So,
This is what she's known for now. She's not known for her acting. Will is, like you said, Will is always going to be known as Will. And to people's eyes, he can't do wrong. You know? They looking at him like, Will, this is Will Smith. Let's all feel sorry for him. And it's like...
They're not feeling... I was definitely not feeling sorry for Will. I ain't feeling... I know he not... Man, come on, man.
It's dudes out here caping for Will. They do their damn Superman cape on. Will, just leave her. Like, man, he there, they there because they
Will
want to
Smith
be
is
there.
about
They
to
choose
promote
this
a
shit.
movie
This is
about
what they chose.
Serena and Venus Williams playing their father.
What?
I said Will Smith is about to promote a movie playing Serena and Venus Williams' father, King Richard.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you about that trailer. I'm not even gonna lie. When I watched that trailer, I cried.
Okay.
Because I remember what it felt like as a little girl to see Venus and Serena on that court with them beads, and I'm like, damn, it's somebody out there that look like me doing something.
Like,
it's like it's somebody out there actually achieving some shit. They look like me. I love this.
But as far as the whole Will and Jada thing, even though as far as Jada, she didn't say nothing in that clip as far as saying anything about Will Smith. She was explaining the situation where nobody's a mind reader in a relationship, especially being in a relationship they've been in as long as they've been in. You need to tell somebody something when you need something. That's what she was basically saying. Like, where did you get that headline from?
They twisted her words. I don't know why they want to keep this shit going, because it's like, nobody cares.
Come check out my blog. That's why they want people to tap on it and click the link. That's it.
So all them ads can run on the side, and then you got random music playing from somewhere, and you try to find that shit and read, and then you realize that it's a bullshit ass article. Life. Now I don't even waste my time.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna jump back over to some horror. Have you seen 28 Days Later?
Zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
I think I've seen parts of it.
Okay. I'm just doing a little, this is my classic horror movie versus. and I'm going to do 28 Days Later versus Dawn of the Dead. You seen Dawn of the Dead? I know you seen Dawn. That's the one with Vig Rhames and Mekhi Phifer. When the baby zombie, Mekhi Phifer. You ain't seen Dawn of the Dead?
No, I'm trying to think of which one.
When I said baby zombie, that should hit. That's the only thing you got.
No. I'm trying to think of which one am I liking that?
Okay. You remember the movies I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's hard.
All I know is this is another one of the movies that I had the privilege of going to the movies to see. My mama took me and my sister. I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like it when I seen it. Me and my mom used to watch horror movies. Man, hold on. My mama was pregnant when she went to go see Fright Night. The first Fright Night. I love Fright Night too.
I was pregnant when I went to go see, what movie was that? The one where they in the cabin and it rains blood. No.
Oh, Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Okay. I already know it's clicked. When you see said cabin, but
not cabin in the woods, but it rains blood.
As far as 28 Days Later versus Dawn of the Dead, you still ain't got one yet?
I guess Dawn of the Dead. I would.
I agree with you, definitely. My opinion was, why do you pick that one though, Dawn of the Dead?
Because it's both like survival, like you trying to survive. I don't know. I guess there's more black people.
Hey, okay, I got you on that one though. Okay. What about you though? We gonna get back to that though. I got something for you. I want to ask you. Hold on, before I ask that, the 28 Days Later, you said you only seen bits and pieces. I gotta make sure I'm asking you the right one, because which one you see? Because you know it's 28 weeks later, and it's 28 days later.
You talking about 28 Days Later? That's the first one, right?
Yeah. Well, he wake up in the hospital.
I haven't seen 28 weeks.
Okay. You talking about the one where he wake up in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Always remember, it's a black zombie at the end of that. We're going to get back to that, though. Go ahead.
I have to say Dawn of the Dead.
Okay.
I like the movie. I like the concept of them trying to survive inside the mall, coming together to get all the supplies and stuff they needed and build them a safe living space while they was there. But I think overall it was a good movie. It was a decent movie.
Do you feel like it was more scarier than 28 Days Later?
Nah.
Okay. I picked Dawn of the Dead because characters. We didn't even get to stay with these characters too long, but all of the characters I enjoyed. Vig Rhames, particular, the white dude. I can't remember the white dude's name, but the white dude that had to leave at the end. That was one of the ones that hit me. No, not leave my. What's the dude that was supposed to be a bad guy? He didn't want them. He didn't want them to get off the elevator. The security guard. He turned a leaf or whatever. He was turned out to be a good guy at the end. He killed himself or whatever, but he was making sure they straight. Overall, I liked it because of the characters though. And they had some good zombie attacks and zombie kills.
Yeah.
But with 28 Days Later, I like the little adventure, especially with them traveling to get to the military station when they had to stop at the store and stuff and all that. I like that little vibe or whatnot and the chemistry they built together. So it's still Dawn of the Dead though for me.
Yeah, like I said, it was tough. You got me over here thinking, because I had read it and I was like, I still think.
You said the black people though.
Hey man.
But 28 Days Later, my black dude, the zombie, the last scene is him dragging that white dude out the back of a car. They had him on a chain. That should have told you something. They had the black zombie on a chain in that movie. And that it was like I don't know what you call it, but it was like something that you know it was going to happen towards that. It was a meaning of that point. Like, okay, I know y'all going to do something with this. Yeah.
Symbolism.
Yeah, symbolism.
Oh god.
Basically, he gonna fuck
But
y'all up
you
at the
made
end.
by talking about 28 days later, it made me think of 30 Days of Night.
The
Where they
vampire
met
one.
yeah, you know I like my
yeah.
vampires. That was smart AF, like, cause that's hard. That was hard to escape, cause like there's no sunlight for 30 days, so that was like legit trapped.
How long has it been since you got a scary vampire movie like that one? That was scary.
That
one.
That was it. That was it. Oh, that also made me bring up a question, and it was like, so I have small children, and it's like, if something happens to the point where we have to survive, like be quiet, I mean, you know, like in a quiet place where you have to be quiet, or like you trying to survive zombies, or you trying to survive vampires or something like that, like a massive attack like that. And you remember in that movie, in 30 Days of Night, that dude, he put his children to bed, and he.
I remember. I know what you're talking about. This scene. Oh boy, was
because he was like, "You did this to you," because he didn't want to have to like. And it's like, would you do something like that, or would you like fight to the? Because it's like, think about it. Like, I got a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, and my 6-year-old has autism. So it's like, if we gotta be quiet, first of all, we ain't no being quiet. We gonna have to be fighting all the time. But then it's like, but also like, if we fighting zombies, think about how terrifying that is to them, you know? And they don't have survival skills because they're children. So like, would you struggle to take care of your children, or would you just be like, be like the girl from Green Inferno?
That's a hell of a question.
Yeah, because that's some loaded shit. But like,
it's a difference, because if we talking Walking Dead, that 30 Days a Night, that's different, because you're talking about focused vampires, that not the Walking Dead where. But before I answer that,
it's different when it comes to the situation, because it's like, what are we fighting? Are we fighting World War Z zombies, or we fighting Walking Dead zombies?
That's what I was about to say. Those type of zombies. What zombies are we talking about? Walking Dead zombies. I'm like, I'm gonna make sure we good, because I ain't saying it's gonna be easy, but these slow pacing, we gonna make something work. I can train y'all at the pace they walking. I can actually have some type of time to do something. 30 Days a Night. That's a good question. Do I want my kids to suffer and go through the whole thing of getting attacked? Do I want to do that, or save them that mercy?
Hey, also, if you got caught by a vampire, would you be like, just turn me? I'd rather join you than die. Like, would you join?
I'll say probably no. At this point, I'll probably say no, just because I just believe in God. So I believe in God heaven, and I would just feel like that's it. Just no. Turn my head off. Do what you're gonna do. Suck my blood. Do what you gonna do.
Yeah, they say that's eternal damnation to the soul.
That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing about vampire. The sun come out, you get dust and gone. So
I mean, you can learn how to live. It's like, I watch a lot of vampire movies.
I like you saying that. Do you want to stay on this earth that long? You want to stay here forever? You want to be here forever?
Okay, first of all, no, I don't think anybody deserves to be here forever, honestly. You know, but like, would I be a vampire? Yeah, but like, it'd be sad AF, because like, you really watching everybody die around
That's
you.
the thing.
I think being a vampire is cool, but like,
watching everybody pass, once you think about some, like an interview with a vampire. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, with the little girl. That's my favorite scene, when she was mad because she got another dog. Yo, I would hate to be, because I asked my husband that. That's another. I ask crazy questions all the time. I was like, yo, so if I turn into a vampire, do you want me to turn you and the children, or do you want me to wait till the kids grow up and then be like, hey, do y'all want to turn? Like, cause are we all gonna be together?
What's his reaction though? I want to know his reaction when you ask.
Yo, he be so calm because he know I'm coming with some stupid ass questions. I just like asking, because I mean, that's some hypothetical shit. I just want to see where you headed. Cause like,
where we at? What's up, man? We good? What you want me to do? I could. Alright. I'll fly
Like
my
you
ass
coming
out.
with me, or you gonna just you just gonna feel?
Oh man, that was a good.
Hey.
Okay. I guess the next thing I want to get into, and I kind of want to get into something that's kind of, I ain't gonna say educational, but something that can maybe help somebody else that's trying to do something as far as going towards home. And I'm guessing I want to ask the question as far, well, not even a question, the differences, I guess, paying mortgage versus paying rent. And some people might be like, well, you could tell the difference in here and that, but think about somebody young that's just going out here saying, well, I can pay this amount, do this, and I can stay here and do that, but what if I do this and I'm trying to become a homeowner or something?
Yeah. Oh. It all depends on what you're trying to do in your life. But as of right now, like, mortgage is the same as rent. So, like, you ought to be trying to find a house right now.
To
like,
buy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You would, and honestly, you will pay less. But like, it's kind of hard. I mean, it's not hard to find a house, because they out here.
Yeah, I know, but it's that whole thing of buying a house that's not jacked up. As far it can look good, but is this gonna break down when I get in here in a month? This gonna mess up? And that's the whole thing, because that's gonna become your responsibility.
Oh yeah,
that's you.
Oh yeah, that's you. That's all you, and that's why you got to set up that emergency fund and stuff like that. It's a lot of financial responsibility that comes with owning. So I don't be like, I'm not pushing. That's the same way I'm not pushing college on everybody. I'm not pushing home ownership on everybody. I'm not pushing entrepreneurship on everybody, because everybody, that's not for everybody. And I hate when like something catch on as a trend and then everybody keep trying to push it. Get you an LLC, and it's like, bruh, let me figure out why the fuck I need this LLC before I just go get one. Because I swear that's what everybody pushing, like that's gonna solve all your problems.
It's just the thing as far as, like I said, paying rent. People need to understand, when you are paying rent, this is somebody else's property. This is not your stuff. This is somebody else's. Yeah. As far as paying mortgage, you paying on something that's going to end up being yours in a couple of years. But after that, do you pay anything between that after you start paying mortgage? Because like I said, I'm not doing it yet. I am a person that's paying rent right now. I am still currently paying rent.
I am too. So I don't know that much about mortgage, but I know with the way inflation going, people rent going up because land value get taxes, all that shit. So people rent going up, and they not changing shit. Your shit not getting better. But like, if you owned your home, the only thing that would go up is your taxes. I mean, it's a lot you need to have with your home, because you got to have homeowners insurance. Yep. You got to pay your taxes on that land. And you can't just be putting anything on your house, on your lawn, because like you, depending on what you're putting there, depends on if you need a permit. Like you can't just be doing construction on your house. Like in the inside, yeah, but like you trying to like add structural shit on the outside, you gotta go get permits, get that shit approved. You need an engineer to make sure that your foundation can handle it. Then on top of that, before you even buy a house, you need to make sure the inspection is good. And then it's a lot, man.
That's why I wanted to bring this up, because I know a lot of people are trying to go one route and go another way, and it ain't for me to say it's better to pay mortgage or it's better to pay rent, because
it's all depends on your lifestyle and what you want. Because I mean, you don't want to pay that. Like, you don't want to get stuck with a house that's a piece of garbage, and then also
you don't want to get stuck paying rent forever. That too. So it's both ways. It's both, like, it's a lot, man. Yeah,
because your mortgage, you can be paying that forever, especially you can get a high interest rate and stuff like that. Man, like, it's funny. Like I told somebody, I was like, we the only creatures that live on this earth that pay for anything. Everything is here for us.
Everything,
and we paying. That, like, who thought of this? Who was like, we need, like,
That's what I want to say. It's like you printing something out for us to take, to hand to somebody else, to keep handing to somebody else, to keep handing to somebody else. What are we doing?
But honestly, would people go to work if they didn't get some type of compensation for it? But what is the compensation for working? But then also, like, that also creates a problem because it's like, if you like, if you give somebody, if you give somebody the power to feed you, you also give them the power to starve you. That's
Yeah.
why I don't. Also, that's why I don't agree with the whole. Everybody gets a lot of this. I forgot what they call it. It's a word for it, like where everybody gets a lot of a certain amount of money, you know. But I'm like, if that's coming from something that you can't speak against, like that's like your kids talking back to you, and you be like, well, you ain't getting your allowance. You know what I mean? If you give allowance, I'm just saying, like as an example, like, oh, you don't like how I run stuff in this house, so you ain't getting your allowance. Now think about if you can't say anything bad about the government and they paying. You know what I'm saying?
I got what you said.
You can't give people.
Okay.
You can't give the people the power to feed you because you also give them the
You
power
ain't
to
getting your
starve.
taxes. You're not getting no more stimulus. You're not getting a paycheck every week.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's something to think about.
Yeah, but you know that's what, like, people are getting real relaxed with this whole not wanting to go to work stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like people are trying to. I mean, you get to that point,
They
and people
make-
had a lot of time off to get something done as far as thinking about building their own business or trying to go into building their own business or not settling for a
Also,
certain amount of money to
that
get paid.
that's what I agree with. That's the part I agree with, is not settling for this bullshit ass minimum wage. Because I'm like, ain't no way it should be this low. When we was talking about our first jobs and getting paid $6, and it's only up what, like $1.25 from that. And how many years ago was that? Damn near 20. Like, bruh, that's fucking ridiculous. Especially with the gas prices we got now. Like, what? What is gas?
Yes.
This is hard.
I don't want to talk
This is
about
hard.
gas. I don't want to
Bruh,
talk about
I got a
gas.
Yukon. So, yeah, I know about gas.
I guess I want to jump back into some hip hop. It's a situation going on, and I want to ask you this too. You remember the whole situation with Rick Ross going at Birdman about the Lil Wayne situation, him not paying artists or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing people say about be careful what you say. Make sure you got your own stuff lined up before you talk. Now you got a situation going on with Meek Mill where he's been complaining about stuff going on with his record label. Not saying he's talking about Rick Ross, but it's like if you put apples to apples, you ain't on the new album. Y'all ain't been in no pictures together.
I can name this on 2 other situations because Diddy did the same shit. Diddy want to get that whole speech he gave and ain't paid nobody shit. Then also, somebody else want to hop on that train. I think Kanye always want to have something to say about the industry, but Tiana ain't happy in her damn record thing, talking about she retiring.
You said
she ain't happy. Tiana Taylor.
Oh, okay.
On Good Music Entertainment.
Yep.
So she ain't happy about her shit. And it's I don't know, Pharrell said some shit and he ain't gave Khalees no money. So it's these people that start out as the artists and then they become the shit that they was talking shit about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you start out as the artist, get shitted on, do you get enough money just to fuck over more artists? Like, why are we doing this?
I don't feel like it's so much of that because you always got to remember MMG is not a full-fledged record label. It's signed to Warner, if I'm not mistaken. It's signed to some other label.
It's
just like Young Money,
under umbrella shit. So.
Yep. Young Money, Universal, Cash Money, Universal, all that type of stuff. But how do you feel as far as the whole situation with like Rick Ross coming at Birdman, and now you got Meek Mill saying a similar situation what Lil Wayne was saying about, you know?
At this point, I just chalked it up to part of the rap game. Because they all,
Yeah.
I mean, they be on top, then it seem like they all taking the L. Somebody stealing from them or something. I done took it as part of the rap game now.
Like I said, it's just funny to me that You have Rick Ross saying what he's saying about Birdman, and now you in that situation. It's like you should have just fell back and let people handle their own, because now you see Lil Wayne's cool with Birdman. They on good terms or whatnot. And what you didn't understand was Universal paid Lil Wayne, not Birdman. It's a different situation going on when you have to dive into the dynamics of a contract, and being that Birdman started to admit that, I was young, I was doing this in the third, but still at the same time, Cash Money is doing what they were doing. MMG, is Meek Mill comfortable with his situation, or he ready to jump ship? He ready to jump ship. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, it's the whole classic. One, stop caping for niggas. Two, sit there and eat your food.
Another thing though, I think Meek Mill is ready to be his own boss. He sees so many of his peers around him transitioning. Kendrick Lamar, I'm leaving TDE after this last album. Drake, I'm not on Cash Money no more. OVO, I got my own thing going on. Big Sean, I'm not with good music no more. We still good, but I got my own thing going on. He looking around like, damn, this was the people I was in, like on the XXL cover. Like, what's going on? Why am I still on MMG when I should be having my own Dream Chasers thing going on?
Right, 100%. And that might be what it is. He just like, nah, I gotta, like, he looking at his circle grow. He want to grow too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I mean, growing pains. And
do you feel like Rick Ross should be like, okay, I'm gonna just let you off this, or like, I did my part, I did this and that, I need you to hold up to these obligations? If he still got obligations,
what's the obligation?
That's what I was saying. I don't know. And I don't know if that's another thing. I'm not sure if he's going straight at Rick Ross, but it's got to have some type of similarities, because y'all not doing nothing that y'all was doing. Even the whole promotion of anything, Rick Ross is nowhere in your circle as far as he promoting the album because he got to. That's income coming to him too. So
what was up with Meek and Wale? I mean, and they on the same label, so
Wale, I feel like it's cool, whatever his situation is right now, because I think Rick Ross is on his new album. It's okay. I think Wale and Meek Mill always done had this type of thing, because it's a situation where Meek Mill was like mad Wale didn't post his album and whatnot, but Meek Mill is a person that's kind of throw his emotions in the front yard, like he gonna get on and say what he gotta say. That's what he feeling at the moment, while everybody else kind of. That's why you see Rick Ross, he ain't said nothing about nothing. He just, Bob Belair, promote Meek Mill album. But that's how bosses deal with certain situations too, when you done been in the game a certain amount of time.
I mean, everything ain't made for the internet, so we might never know. But like, I mean, I get it. Like,
it was just funny to me, because like I said, Rick Ross and him and Birdman, and it's like, maybe you need to speak up a little bit, because you was calling that Birdman and his situation was going on. And that's like when somebody started just posting up, like, promote Belair and this and that, people in their comments like, hey man, what's going on with Meek Mill? Hey man, what's going on with Meek Mill? But he handling it good. I ain't gonna lie. As far as Rick Ross, he not like don't give that shit no attention.
Yeah, because you can't, and that's the problem with a lot of the young artists. Is like they get so in their emotions, and here they are screaming at a screen. I don't get that shit. Like I've been mad, but I'm not about to go live and yell at my phone because somebody made me mad. Because you're not yelling at nobody but a fucking phone and words flying up on your screen. But you're the one putting it out there for people to have an opinion about. Stop putting your shit out there. That's why he ain't saying shit. He not putting shit out there for anybody to run with or have an opinion about. Because this is some shit that need to be handled behind closed doors. But I mean, Meek speaking out, but that's.
But that's always been Meek, in my opinion, as far as how he deal with a situation.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not gonna front. We might not get into everything, but I'm gonna save some of the topics because that's what I was saying. Because I added stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna save some of this stuff. Because I ain't gonna front. I'm already getting a little tired. Because I've been running around early and we did this Halloween stuff. I do want to.
Yeah, I saw that shit going on.
Man.
I was like, nah, I ain't got time for this. Not today.
I do want to kind of get into a little, as far as Halloween stuff, nostalgia horror question. You watched Goosebumps, right, when it used to come on?
I rewatched it as an adult too.
Okay, I ain't watched it recently, but I did probably like about 3 or 4 years ago. I kind of was watching it.
Yeah, because it was on Netflix.
Yeah, it's still on there.
It had that.
It's still on there.
Oh, I don't know if the Haunting Hour is, like I said, that shit is way better, and it's still R.L. Stein.
It's that Goosebumps for me. That's some nostalgia. That's all I watched. That's what I watched. Especially reading the books too. Before you even watched the show, I was reading the books. Especially when I was on punishment. But I guess what I was gonna ask was, which live story was your favorite, and what was one your favorite? I'll let you go first this time. Lee,
I can't think of his name, but the dummy. The
Night of the Living Dummy.
Yes, the dummy. That's my favorite one.
Why that was your favorite one? And was that scary to you?
It wasn't scary to me. It was more creepy to me when I was younger. But I don't know. It was just something about that episode that stood out. I guess because, I like Dead Silence too, and it's about dummies too. I think I just had a thing for dummy dolls.
All right.
I mean, because I guess I get the process of a human's supposed to make them talk. So when they talk and do all the extra stuff without a human, it's just.
So are you saying you like dummies?
Me. I guess so. Not humans, dolls.
I just missed. What about you, Nadine? What was your favorite live episode as far as Goosebumps?
I had it earlier, but I forgot. Let me look at the list. Because I was just on there.
When you looking at your list, I'm going to say mine. Mine was the Haunted Mask.
I knew it.
1 and 2. In particular, 1. Like I said, it was more the paranoia of having something stuck on your face and not being able to get it off. To me, that helped with that story, and I just in general seeing that story come to life after reading the book. I like the story actually more on TV than the book. Seeing them, but the first one probably was better. But I like the second one too. But the first one in particular, man, I like that first one. And when her voice would start changing, and she started fucking with the who was the little kids that was bullying her, whatnot, at school, messing with her, kept trying to scare her, whatnot. Good days, Goosebumps. But definitely the Haunted Mask Part 1.
The one where they went to that theme park.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The family.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't remember the name of it, but I know what you're talking about. Because then they had to play a game show in there and everything, and it was deserted or stuff. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know which one you're talking about. I just don't know the name of it. I know which one you're talking about, though.
Yo, to me, the Haunting Hour has the best Bloody Mary story. And it's like a 2-part episode. It's really good. I recommend, if you can find the Haunting Hour, at least watch that 2-part episode. Because it's, like I said, it's still like Goosebumps kind of, but it's like, you can tell it was made for an older audience, because they be younger children should watch this with adults. This ain't you might be a little, this is some, you just be like, this is how they gonna end it?
Are people getting killed on it?
Hey man, it's heavily implied that people die.
I might say
you just be like, they died, ain't they? They died.
I guess besides that, I might ask one more. Well, yeah, let me jump back into the hip hop. French Montana. Do you feel like French Montana deserves more credit for his music? And the reason I asked this because a recent meme came out where the Squid Games was asking they throw his name in the question, like, for our next game, name 5 songs where French Montana does not have a feature on them.
That was about to be my point, because I'm just like, the only French Montana song I really. Oh wait, damn! Is that even his song? Nope, never mind.
Oh
I
man,
enjoyed All the Way Up. I'm all the way up, but like,
nah,
is that his song?
He not even. I don't even think he got a verse on this song. That's
Okay,
Fat Joe's song. Fat Joe and Remy Ma song.
Oh,
He just don't know who.
can I name a French Montana song?
What about you? Man? What about you?
I don't know. I like French Montana, but the song I like by him is with Fabulous, Ball Drop.
Okay.
I mean, I like Lockjaw too, but I don't like it like I like Ball Drop. What's the other one? He got one more I like, but not like that.
Well, I'm not the biggest French Montana fan as far as his music, but I ain't gonna act like I don't know that he got a couple songs out. One of my favorites is a solo song with him in this. Ain't worried about nothing. Hey, ain't worried about nothing. I like that one. That was one of my favorite ones. He got the other ones though with features. That's the one with Rick Ross, Drake and them, the Luke. They sampled Luke. Damn, what's the name of that song? You know which one I'm talking about though? Where they sampled the Luke song is Don't Stop. Don't
Pop It.
Stop. Yeah, Pop It. Yeah.
That was in my head. Okay.
That one.
See,
that one.
did not know that was his song.
Yeah, that's his song. He just got features on it. That's his song.
That's why I don't know it's his song, because I probably could rap somebody else's verse, but not his.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, now that's one thing I'm gonna say. Verses, he ain't got no verse. I'm about to sit here and be like, yo, that French Montana verse. He got another one, Unbelievable with Sway Lee. That ain't one of my favorite songs, but that's a big, big song. That was a big song. I think it went diamond.
I think I know. I think I know what you're talking about based off of watching. Like, I watch a lot of like top music lists and Billboard shit, and I just be like, how the fuck is this on these charts? But I ain't never heard it, and I was like, that's why I be trying to expand out of my bubble, because like, I be staying in my rap bubble and a certain genre of rap, subgenre of rap. So like, I get it, and it's hard to break out of that. But like,
I understand, because I stay in that old school rap, as far as older New York rap, older Atlanta rap. Well, I ain't gonna say older Atlanta, well, Outkast and them and whatnot, but I stay on a lot of older New York rap. I love older New York rap.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I feel you.
Oh, you talking about my posts? I be posting.
I don't know. Besides, like I said, those are the only ones I like. But I really don't even listen to new music like that unless
that's what I'll be saying.
If it pop up in my list or something, I might check it out to see what it sound like. But besides that, not really. Or if like somebody promoting it on Instagram, I'm like, oh, I didn't know they came out with this. Let me check it out. I might check it out. Or like, I knew Carisha was coming out with that song, so I was like, I want to see how it sound. So I tried it, but like Megan Thee Stallion had an album come out, but I wasn't too, so I didn't even go that way to try to listen to it. I like old school music. I don't really like this new stuff. It don't sound good to me.
I got you, man. Well,
I feel like hip hop is going through some growing pains right now, and right now people are doing what's appeasing the industry. They not on their artistry right now. They appeasing the industry and making money, which I'm not mad at them, because because if you remember, like around 2007, where it was just all that old dance music, it gotta have a dance to it. It gotta have a dance to it.
Soulja Boy era.
Yeah.
Walk it out.
Yeah, and then that's when Nas was like, hip hop is dead, and it's like it was just going through growing pains. It wasn't dead, but like I get what he was saying. I feel what he's saying, but like it was going through that era of hip hop that died. The era of hip hop that he loved died, is what he was saying.
It's similar to what you're saying, because it's artists trying to get on streaming services, trying to get on playlists as far as the streaming service like Spotify, Apple, and whatnot. So that's where all that play come in, because they got to get on billboards and whatnot.
Because that's what people are focused on. Because people are focused on the streaming numbers. Nobody's focused on the artistry anymore. They just like, how can I get more streams? What can they put this on? Is this can this be commercialized? Can this be what ad can this be on? They trying to make money, and it's like we got to bring back the artistry. Where are the artists at? And those are the people that's not getting the streams and the plays because everybody's focused on what's new, what's hot, what's being advertised to us instead of us going to find these diamonds, these rubies, these emeralds. Like, we got to go find it. Or, like, and we got to give them the stream so they can become... It's kind of hard, like, because do you feel like people lose their artistry once they become more mainstream? Because I feel like a lot of rappers, like, they underground stuff, they be like, ooh, and then they become mainstream.
My answer to that, being one of my favorite artists that I always talk about, 50 Cent. I feel like he lost his... Damn. But I feel like he did that out of helping his other artists come on before he came straight into his second album. Because if he would have went straight to that second album after Get Rich or Die Trying, I feel like he would have had another Get Rich or Die Trying. But I don't got no problem with what he did because he put his people on because he had a plan. It didn't fall through, but he had a plan.
I'm not mad at where he went because he honestly, he brought so much to. This is why he cannot be canceled. No matter what the fuck he say, he can't be canceled because of his impact to the culture. He impacted pop culture, not just hip hop culture. He impacted pop culture on such a level you cannot cancel this man.
And he did it with street music.
Exactly. Street music, street knowledge, all that. He came up. It's not like he didn't have mentors and people that took him under his wing, but like he came up and he brought people with him, and he brought this whole what they call it, the crack verse, the crack universe.
As far as the crack MCU, he's bringing the MCU crack. I can't even say. But that's what he doing though.
I mean, but that's like he bringing the he's still influencing the culture over and over, and you can't.
I'm not gonna be able to do this time. I'm gonna bring this up next episode though, because I want to dive into this as far as the mega groups. But I want to dive into him because I feel like the plan was Lloyd Banks. You gonna run G Unit, Young Buck. You gonna do G Unit South, Game, G Unit West. Y'all gonna do the music. I'm gonna do the production side. I'm gonna run into the movies. We gonna all do this, but y'all, we ain't on the same page.
What he did was try to organize international. No, what he did was trying to organize an international vacation with black people. That's what it. Have you ever tried to organize just a regular vacation with black people?
Man,
he was trying to do the impossible.
Before we get on here, I gotta ask two more things, because like I said, hold on, I can't get. That's why I said next episode we're gonna dive more into this. Episode 21, we're gonna dive more into this. Like I always say, I definitely want to make sure I mention mental health and everything before every episode or whatnot, to make sure anybody that's out here listening that specifically come through to make sure we dive into mental health. I guess the thing I wanted to get into as far as mental health and depression and anxiety, dealing with things, is social media the place to express yourself?
No.
I mean, you want my opinion?
Yeah, because I think it's two ways, but I'm going to let y'all answer first, but I think it's two answers, kind of. I'll let you go first. I'll let you go first this time.
Yeah, you go ahead, go.
I mean, it can be a good thing. I mean, you get the vent, you get, some of your feelings and things off your chest and stuff. And then some people who comment or whatever hit you up may be genuine. The reason why I say it's a bad thing, because then people take it and run with it.
Okay.
Everything is an exchange of energy. So when you put in this energy out, you don't know. When you put energy out on the internet, you don't know what energy you're gonna get back. And sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative, sometimes it's gonna hurt you, sometimes it's for the better. My thing is, know who you can run to, and don't put that out there, because like I said, like I always say, once you put something out on the internet, you are putting it out there for anybody to comment on and have an opinion on, period. And it lasts forever. No matter if you delete it, it's still some type of way, unless you got money for people to scrub the internet, and we ain't got that type of money. So I say know who you can go to, and if you want to put something out there after the fact, to let people know that they're not alone, because like I've said stuff about like my depression and anxiety just a little bit, just to let people know you ain't crazy, you're not alone.
Yeah.
Everybody go through stuff. I just don't publicly put my stuff out there because I don't feel like the people that's on my page and stuff, like, I don't feel like they can help. Because if I feel like you can help, I would call you on my phone. I'm not about to push some shit out there, and I don't need your sympathy. I don't like that shit, because I don't like fake love, and that most of the time that's the problem with depressed anyway. Fake love, because people all you gotta do is hit that care button. When I hit the care, like, I don't do shit just to be doing shit. I don't follow trends unless it's something that I genuinely like. It's like, oh yeah, I like that. Let me, I want to do this too because I like it, not because everybody else doing it. I don't do shit just to be doing shit, and and if I genuinely show that I care, I'm genuinely showing that I care. Okay. I don't do stuff just to do stuff. So like, take that however you want to.
I look at it as far as both angles, as far as when you post stuff on social media, as far as if you're going through something as far as depression or mental health, anxiety, if you do it in a way where I might be about to go do something, instead I write something on here, I understand that. Do that. Mm-hmm. That'll you talking about maybe committing a crime and maybe doing something instead of just writing some words where it won't do anything but have some people maybe talking, but it don't have you in a situation where you locked up tonight, or in a situation where you might say, I want to take my life in this situation. Let's be real. People have got to that point and they say they done posted something and looked at it and said, I had to think about this situation and say, I'm good now. I got that off my chest. Some people will post something and a comment and say, I needed that person to say that. That one person. You'll have I ain't say 5,000 or 500 different comments saying stupid stuff, and you had this one person come through and say, one thing that you need to hear, okay, that helped me out. But on the other end of that is the other 500 comments that you might be looking at that might bring you even more downer. So that's the bad end of bringing it on social media. And that's why I say maybe you shouldn't put your business on social media. At the same time, who you gonna talk to if you don't have nobody to talk to? And instead, you gonna let your anger out, or you let your anxiety out, or your depression out in a different way, which could end up hurting you or hurting somebody else.
Yeah, because the biggest thing that people do, whether they're doing it knowingly or unknowingly, like, is self-harm. And that comes in different forms. You don't have to necessarily be cutting yourself or, holding a gun to your head or it could come in the form of alcohol or or pills or eating. Cause I know, like, I emotionally eat. And I hate that shit. Like, because if I don't feel good and I don't know how to make myself feel good, I'm going to eat something that brings those endorphins that makes me feel good. And most of the time, it's the shit that's bad for you. And then I done gained weight. Now I'm mad at myself because I have nobody else to be mad about. You know what I mean? And it's a vicious cycle. And I'm like, nah, I can't do this. Like, at some point, I don't know, for me, like, I just do a lot of self-talk because I feel like nobody knows me like me. My husband knows me, but, like, he don't know everything that go on in my head, but, like, he has a very good idea of what the hell I be thinking. Okay. And I say 8 times out of 10, he right. Or, like, he at least hit on one of my thoughts because he know I do, like, multiple scenarios in my head, which he does that too. So, like, I don't know, we're thinkers.
as far as multiple scenarios, I do that before I try to have a conversation with her, because I try to plan something out before I feel like something might go left or something.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But yo, I understand that. So yeah, you ain't the only one.
I do a lot of talking in the mirror, because it's like, man, and then plus sometimes you gotta say shit out loud. That's why I don't run the social media. And I'm like, what happened to writing
Somebody
in
might
a
take that as you
journal?
talking to yourself. You say something out loud. I say something out loud.
No, I go in the bathroom and I'm literally looking myself in the mirror and I'm saying this shit out loud, because sometimes you have to say the shit out loud to know that you talking crazy in your head. Like, and you be like, damn, that is crazy. I need to shut the fuck up. Go find something else to do.
And that, I done had moments like that even before maybe I might post something and be like, no, get yourself together. Make sure you understand it. Like, And I'm talking about maybe you don't even wrote the stuff and said, back it all the way up and post something like, thankful, wake up to see another day. Cancel everything you were about to say, a whole paragraph. Just go.
Mm-hmm.
But that's definitely something I wanted to jump on, as far as should you use social media as your therapist, basically.
No, hell no.
Not somebody
go
that you can talk to, just somebody you can let everything out to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like if you feel like you want to say some dumb shit, go write it in your notes first, and then put your phone down, then come back and read it. And if you still feel that way after you done went and done something positive, like, go take a walk, go run, go something.
If anybody is listening, you hear this?
Meditate.
It's a lot. Besides posting or writing anything, or just, yeah.
Because it's so easy to just go to that and type something real quick and then just and not think about it again. But when you sit there and marinate on that shit, you might really be like, oh, yeah.
And that happens a lot too. A lot of people, because you'll see somebody that'll take a post off, but it's like everybody don't see it. You done already went through those times. I done done it too.
Somebody might have screenshotted it already. Screenshotted and sent it to the group message. Look at this.
It's there forever, because somebody done screenshotted it and saved it. It's there. You know, you done took it away. Even somebody that tried to take the message out of inbox or whatnot, no, I got it. It's still there.
Yeah, that's fine.
The last but not least thing I wanted to jump into was the whole Boosie and Lil Nas X.
Another case of sit there and eat your food.
Do you feel like it was Lil Nas X this time, though?
He is a child.
He is.
Huh?
He is.
Don't stop arguing with children. Lil Nas X need to sit there and eat his food too, but he a child, so like, I don't know his background. I don't know how he was raised, but it just seemed like he just didn't have way too much time to just do whatever and say whatever with no repercussions. I'm gonna be honest about that. Like, I'm not gonna sit there, because like, people just, they wanna.
He done got to that status.
The whole, huh?
He done got to that status.
Yeah, and I'm like, and then on top of that, he belongs to that group that you can't say shit about, because if you do, you cancel. And it's like, you can't, and it's like, it makes me angry, because it's just like, he is legit trolling for what, why, like, and then Boosie just need to ignore him. He's a child.
How do you feel? How do you feel?
I agree with you, but we talking about Boosie. He is not gonna let it go. No. Nas X, I feel like it was his fault this time. He trolling, and we all know how Boosie react to things and respond to things. So why would you even go that route if you didn't want him to respond the way he responded, or respond a certain type of way in general?
I honestly feel like
the whole Ice-T Soulja Boy thing.
Oh yes, definitely. I forgot about that. And them on the internet. You old. You know,
Soulja Boy did everything first. Soulja Boy trolled other rappers on the internet first.
Rightfully so, though. But I feel like the thing with Boosie is, like you said, Boosie comes from a different environment. Boosie was raised a different way. Boosie is looking. Definitely. I feel like Boosie first started looking at Lil Nas X as his child. in a way, listen to what I'm saying. As far as if
No,
that's
I
my
get what you're
son, what if
saying.
that's my son? That's how he was looking at him. Like, nah, I'll whoop
Mhm.
your ass. People was looking at Boosie saying, I'll whoop your ass off stage, like he'll get up there and fight him. No. Boosie was saying, I'll whoop your ass like I get a belt and whoop your ass off the stage and get off there. Like you said, as a child, he looking at like a child.
Yes.
But when he trolled him, Boosie, I think, took it extra personal. Because he said some shit. He did.
Oh, yeah,
He
Woo!
did, but I wasn't surprised. That's Boosie. I mean, listen to Boosie for a long time. What else you expect?
I don't expect, and that's what I'm saying. Like, as an adult, you got to look at other adults' maturity levels, because some people not on the same maturity level. Some people just can't let the shit slide. I get it. And also, like I said, Lil Nas X is a child, and he just being able to say what he wants to say. I don't know, because like it's a lot of speculation
Being
on
a
his
pop
like trolling
superstar.
accounts from when he was younger,
Yeah.
and it's just that's a mess.
I think
But-
they both. I honestly would really love it if Boosie was to reach out to him, or they got together and actually got on some type of reasonable level and talk to each other as men. I would have like. I don't.
That would be nice, because like honestly, the children need to see
That's the part,
maturity
yeah.
from both parties. Honestly, because they like, oh, he's not doing this anymore. Because like these children are hella impressionable.
Yeah.
No matter how much we want to be like, no, they not, and we went like that, and it's like, to some point we were impressionable. Some, bruh, because I was like on this whole like, if I don't make it as a rapper, I can at least be a video. Bruh. I was gonna make my money and get my foot in the industry some type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that was like the thing, like the whole rise. I was like, I can dance and I'm pretty. Yeah.
That's it. Next step. But you caught me off guard. Boosie and Lil Nas Boosie ex on my bad. But as far as Little Nas X and Boosie, like I said, if they came to some type of agreement as far as just sitting down with each other, understanding each other, I think that would be nice. That would work out for a lot of people. But Boosie and Little Nas X, y'all both impressionable on young children. Boosie, you had girls twerking on Instagram doing all this stuff. You videos, like, man, come on, Boosie. Come on, brother. Little Nas X, you doing what you doing. As far as videos, I ain't seen your videos, but of course social media going to say what you're doing, so it is what it is, man. I just think both of them should sit down and have an understanding from both ends. Listen to each other.
I'm not saying that either one of them are role models. I'm just saying, like, from a person to person standpoint, because it seems like this is more on a personal level than on some like we beefing industry wise. Like, this is like personal stuff. Like, y'all maturity, just squash this. Like, this, who's benefiting from this? Are they benefiting because their names are trending? That's what like, or is this just like some BS? Are we just distracted? Is this a distraction?
Both of them are benefiting because Boosie is not no pop star. So when you mention Lil Nas X, these pop stars are saying, who this Boosie guy right here? Let me go see who this music is, why he's talking so much. He benefiting. Lil Nas X is getting attention going because when he mentions Boosie and Boosie react a certain way, now everybody's saying, oh, shit, why he picking on Lil Nas X? He getting this attention or whatnot, and it's back to his music and him staying on the Billboard charts. It's all a play.
So what if they had a phone call and he was like, I'm gonna just say your name online and then you gonna react? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just, in this whole everything could be staged type of shit. You know, like you was talking about the Matrix earlier, like, could this not be staged? Could they not just be doing this for a distraction?
Shout out to everybody that was in the live chat. We was going through everything. Shout out to Prince 1620. Shout out to Perk Minded. Damn.
You know what? I will start reminding you to
get we got it, man. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that was checking us out though, man. My bad, I wasn't in the live chat. I wasn't. I was we was talking and we was getting into the conversations, man. I appreciate everybody that checked us out though on Twitch and YouTube. My bad. It's especially YouTube and the live chat. My bad, y'all. But yeah, I would really love to see them two just sit down and have a conversation. That's it. They ain't got to agree to disagree, and that's it. No more social media. What else got going on?
Maybe they like the attention, and I don't know. Maybe
the same way you say 50 not getting canceled, Boosie not getting canceled. Boosie has a solid fan base. He's not getting canceled. Y'all can kill it. He not getting canceled.
Ye not getting canceled. Tyler not getting canceled.
No. Yeah. That was pretty much. I had more topics, but I'm gonna save some more for the next episode, man. We about to get out of here. Shout out to Nate. I don't know what happened tonight, but he'll probably hit me up and let me know what's up, man. Like I said, he was getting out of work. He probably anything could have happened. Like I said, hopefully the people I reached out to, we'll have them next week. This will be a good, different scene. Of course, you still gonna be on here. Most likely Nate. I reached out to Clyde and them again. Like I said, Clyde be probably having a lot of stuff going on. Hopefully he'll come through again. Clyde. If you listening, bro, let me know some topics you want me to talk about. We can get into some tech stuff or whatnot, man. Let me know. I might not be bringing up the stuff you want me to talk about. Let me know. I'm still going to be on the movies, though. We still going to be talking about the horror.
You need to get on that Black Mirror. That's what you need to get on.
I'm going to get on it. But as far as everything else, y'all look out for the Paranormal Activity Next of Kin review tomorrow. I'm going to check out Antler so I can do that review. Midsummer versus Green Inferno. We doing that Sunday. Oh my gosh, man. I hate that I missed it. That was a good one. But like I said, keep some of those same notes you had. I'm going to bring up some of my same notes. I might actually have some new ones to bring up. Yeah.
And I'm going to stay on topic so you can heckle it.
Yeah.
Yo, my brain be like, yo, talk about this. And then, like, I legit be like, how did we even get there, and what will we talk about in the first? I'll be going so far off topic.
But you stayed on everything we was talking about, and that's why I want to come right back to what we was talking about. Get right back to that. So if you got them same notes that you had, definitely bring them back up, because I got some of the ones I had, and I'm going to add some to them. But definitely be looking out for them. Besides that, man, if y'all came to check this out on Twitch and YouTube, I appreciate y'all coming through. Nadia, once again, I appreciate you coming through, like I said. Once again, think about what I was talking about as far as the show thing. Like I said, I got some ideas. I do want you to, like I said, think about that. Because, like I said, we can start off doing something. And if you have something you want to do on your own, take that show to your page. That's yours. That's your property. That's all you.
Let me know the ideas. Because, like I said, the way I
need you to let me know some of the stuff you like to talk about that you generally want to engage in. Then that'll give me the ideas.
I like what we talk about now.
Okay. But yeah, definitely, because even with Nate, what he was saying as far as the 704 show, he said he'll jump on there and without me and whatnot. And I said, that's a good idea. Not with specifically the 704 show, but even with this, maybe one night I might not be able to jump on here. You jump on here, take over.
Okay.
I'm just saying. You and Nate or whoever, Clyde might jump on here with you and him. Somebody like whoever, and you might. Like I said, you say you don't talk to nobody. Nobody want to jump on here, but I got some people, like I said, that's supposed to come on here, and I think you might have some chemistry with some of them and some more females too that wanted to jump on here. They got that type of mindset that you got. You and my wife can jump on here if y'all want to without me on here, like I said, because I'm trying to work on something with her, and I got some ideas with her. I'm running 100 miles per hour because now I'm trying to get in the space to get my kids because they might want to do something. So I'm about to concentrate and see what I can do with them now. Get them doing something. But besides that, like I said, man, appreciate you again coming through. I always appreciate you coming through. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. This is the road to 400 subs. Be on the lookout for them reviews. We out. I don't know what. That didn't go off like it usually do.